Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about manifestation, feminine energy, self-improvement topics, and relationship. In today's video, I want to talk about one amazing thing to help you deal with the external situation in terms of external people when they are saying something negative that's not going to help you create your life or manifest or get what you want. How to deal with that situation without fighting, without arguing, without any violence or without any kind of the negative stuff. And I'm going to talk about that thing. And also guys, I made a video talking about how to deal with the negative thoughts and also how to let go of the negative thoughts. You can very well check that video out. Dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Do consider subscribing for more such videos. We have a female self-care planner if you want to take care of yourself as a female. It's a PDF downloads. The link is in description. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm gonna give you my example and then I'm gonna talk about in depth. Okay, so yesterday I was meeting some of my relatives because I've been traveling from 14 months, so I didn't see my parents at that time. I didn't see anybody in my relative, my cousins and all that people. So I think few days back only I came back to my home country to meet my parents, to spend some time with them for a couple of weeks, and then I'm gonna go back again traveling. And yesterday, since I'm here in my home country meeting my parents, so my relatives, my cousins were like, oh, it's been 14 months, I didn't see you, come and meet us. So I went there and I was meeting them and we were talking about a lot of the different subjects, different topics. Some were very controversial topics and everybody has their own opinion, their own suggestion and all that thing. And sometimes somebody said something negative that was not appealing, that was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like the sound of it. So before that, what I did, I take all the information. Whenever somebody is saying something controversial, something like that, I take that information, and that information, majority of the cases, is the negative, and that's never gonna help me with manifesting whatever I want in my life. That's kind of like against the rules of the nature. That's not good feeling thoughts or not good feeling topics. So I used to take that before and I was like, oh, I feel bad. And I was like, I can't be around the people because of that situation. But now what I dealt yesterday, I did it something differently. Instead of taking all the information, whenever somebody was saying something that was not good, that was not appealing, which I don't agree with at all, and I have a totally opposite opinion on that, instead of fighting and arguing and telling my own opinion and telling that I am the best or my opinion is the best, do that. What I did, I was listening to them, and in that moment I totally go into my mind, in my body, and I ask myself internally, inside of me, and it's like, how am I feeling right now? I ask myself, and how am I feeling about the topic that they are talking or the opinions they are saying right now? How do I feel about it? I ask myself this question. This is a very important question. And in that moment I was like, no, I don't feel good about this particular thing. So what can I do? Either I can go away from the situation, or I can ignore the people, or I can fight with them or argue with them. I can do all that stuff. But I was like, why not do something to become immune to these things? So I was like, let them say whatever they are saying, and I don't like it, I don't agree with them, I have a opposite opinion about it. That in that moment I was like, I don't feel good about this situation. So I've started affirming the good thoughts. Like, I don't like this topic, I don't agree with this people or this situation about this particular topic. So instead of fighting, arguing, ignoring, I was just feeling what I'm feeling. I don't feel good about that topic. So what could I do? I started affirming in my mind, or started saying something positive, something good. I am the best. I love my life. Everything is amazing. The things are always working out for me. I keep on repeating those thoughts, keep on repeating those things inside my mind. In that moment, my energy totally shifted. I shifted from the things that I don't like to the things that I started liking. I started shifting my vibration from lower, because I was listening to them and that doesn't feel good. So I was like in the lower vibration, suddenly shifted to the high vibration. And in that moment, and when I shifted to the high vibration, the topics that we were talking about, the people all of a sudden stopped. They were like silent, or they were changing the topics and talking about something that's more good, that's more happy, and that's more nice. And I was like, wow, I can do this over and over again. I don't need to fight with the people. I don't need to avoid people, because when you avoid something, it's gonna come after, chasing after you. You might have seen something like that. So if you are avoiding an unappealing situation or a people that are not good or bad in your life, instead of actually avoiding them, face it. I would say that. Face the fear. Face those things and totally flip them. in your beautiful flow of way, and then see how that person totally changed. Because when we see the negative aspect of the people, it's because there is something negative inside of us that evoke that reaction from the other people. Everybody has all the different versions. Like, we are multidimensional being. I have different versions of me, and if somebody is attracting a negative vibration from me because they are vibrating at the negative vibration or lower vibration, that's why they are attracted the negative vibration from me. But if somebody attracted positive vibration from me, because they are vibrating in that, and the same applies for us. If we see that somebody is saying something that's evoking a negative reaction inside of us, that trigger us, is because there is something within us that is not positive, and that's why when somebody says something about it, we feel like we are triggered. Because nobody can trigger you, or nobody can evoke a negative reaction from you if you are not having the negative reaction or trigger about that particular thing in your mind. I hope it makes sense. It's very deep. Everything is reflection of us, is you pushed out. If you are going something negative inside of you, the other people are like a mirror to you. They're gonna show you in an indirect way. They don't know that they are doing it, but they're gonna show you in indirect way that, oh, you have a negative opinion about this particular thing. Maybe you can consider it, change it, flip it, or move towards a direction that is more positive, or move towards a vibration that is more positive about this topic, so that then you can attract positive about that particular topic from everybody around it. So that's what I did, and I was like, wow, I do this like 4 or 5 times in the conversation, because I was there for 5 to 6 hours, and in 5 to 6 hours, 3 to 4 times we had the topics that was not that good, that was not appealing. And I was like, I don't want to hear about this topic. I want to change this topic. I want to hear something good, something happy, something joyful. But instead of telling them externally, hey, change the topic or talk about something, or avoiding or arguing or something like that, I quickly change my mindset. I go inside of me. Whatever they are saying, okay? But I go inside of me and I was like, okay, how am I feeling? I don't feel good. So what I do to feel good or neutral? So I was like, okay, let's affirm. Let's talk something good about yourself within the mind, and that's the simple way you can do it. You can say to yourself, I love myself, everything is working out for me, life is so easy, so fun, so joyful, I meet the people who are amazing because I am amazing, I am the best. You can repeat any particular affirmation, a couple of words or a couple of sentences which is more related to you in your mind, and then you see that your vibration will going to change from lower to high, or even not that high, but you are going to move from lower to the neutral, and then high slowly and slowly, depending on how much practice you're doing, because the more you do it, the better you get it. So the more you do it, you're going to reach to the higher vibration, and then you'll see that when you are at the high vibration, when you are positive, then the people around you or the situation or the 3D has to conform to it. It has to change. It can't go either way around. It's the nature law. You can read about the books. There are so many books about the manifestation, and I've been reading a lot of the books. So right now I'm reading Kybalion, because Kybalion is like Hermetic principles. They have the 7 Hermetic principles and like the nature laws, and it's very, very deep and very ancient, but it's the truth, it's the reality. Nobody is an exception to that. So why not use these things in our favor to create the worlds that we really want to live in and to get what we want? And this method is like non-violence, not fighting, not arguing, not avoiding, not ignoring, nothing. You're changing your vibration within yourself within seconds. You're not allowing other people to influence you. You are influencing yourself within you. You're like going back to yourself within seconds. Okay, I visualize with my open eyes. Like if I'm on a subway going somewhere, or I'm like in a car or in a flight, wherever, and I feel like, oh, a little bit tired, lumpy, I feel boring and all that stuff. Sometimes I do watch movies or listen to amazing music, but then other times if I don't have easily access to those things, I started visualizing things with my open eyes. I just imagining the things that I want to experience in my life, and sometimes I use the power of imagination. But otherwise, I use the affirming, saying something positive within myself, self-talk, self-love, whatever terminology you want to use over here, but that really is the game changer. Because that's repetition is the key. The more you repeat, the more your mind will be accustomed to that, it will going to take that information, because it will be like, oh, you're repeating. And mind, like, that's how the brain has been washed around the world. When you repeat something over and over and over again, even if in the beginning you are like, your ego mind is like, logical mind is like, it doesn't make any sense, but if you repeat over and over again, then it's still going to take it seriously. It was like, oh, you are repeating, that means it's serious, because your mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not real, or what is happening and what is not happening. It doesn't know the difference between the past, present, and the future. It only knows what's happening right now. So if you repeat a sentence, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, even if you see that currently nobody see you as best, or your situation is not that best, but still you're saying, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. In the beginning, your logical mind is like, what are you saying? It's something new. It will going to reject it. But later on, sooner or later, depending from individual to individual, situation to situation, your mind will going to take in that information and will going to impress that particular stuff on your subconscious, and then it will going to take it as a reality. And that's how you can brainwash yourself into something that you want to be in, or to somebody you want to be in, because you can't change the people. Come on, you are the director. If you want to change the movie, or if you want to change the people who are acting in the movie, then you want the different versions of them, then you have to change the direction, and you are the only one who is directing them. Okay, they don't have any power. You are directing them, you are the source of it. So the only way to do that is to go internal and change them totally. Like, sometimes you can literally change them. If you don't like somebody and they are talking with you, then you can start thinking positive about them. For example, if you meet somebody and they have some problems going, like sometimes I do that. I just see somebody is in pain or something like that, and I want to see that person happy. So I see them, I started visualizing with my open eyes, or I started affirming in my mind good or positive about them. For example, if I see a baby, small baby, and he's crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? And I, like, in my mind is like, why he or she is crying, a small baby, he should be happy and joyful. What I do, I started looking and seeing that person or the baby as happy, as peaceful, as for joyful. And sometimes the shift happened instantly, and within few seconds you see that the results is something else, and that baby who was crying, all of a sudden he started laughing and he started feeling good, he started smiling and playing and all that stuff. You can do this literally with anybody and everybody, and I think that the more you do it, the better you get it, and the more confident you're gonna become, and then you're gonna be able to do with the hard, very tough things in your life that feels like climbing the mountain. You can do that, because we are the powerful things. We are the powerful beings. We are the spiritual beings. The thing that I want to say, and apart from the repetition, is that whenever somebody is saying something that's not good, that's not appealing, don't become serious in that moment. Because when you become totally serious and you focus so much on that person, whatever they are saying or speaking, you're hearing, like your ears is like hearing, and you ignore your ego mind, your conscious mind, then that is the time you take in all the information and you impress on your subconscious mind. And that's helpful if you want to take in the good information, the information that's going to help you. But it's literally dangerous if you're taking in the information that's never going to help you. In fact, that's going to stop you. So if you feel like somebody's saying something, or something is happening around you that's not good and you don't want it, don't get serious in that moment. Okay, start saying something positive to yourself in that moment, to yourself in your mind, and change your vibration instantly, without arguing or fighting or avoiding or ignoring that person or situation. Just change your vibration by talking with yourself, or maybe visualizing with your open eyes, imagining something that's more happy, the more peaceful, or something like that. Focusing on something that actually more is good, or that you want in your life. Start focusing on that, change your vibration instantly, and then you see that the person around you or the situation around you is changing. So always use filter. I highly recommend that whenever you are talking with somebody and taking any kind of information, always use filter. Be active, be aware of your thoughts in that moment, because oftentimes people take in information like that. In that moment, they are like, their conscious mind is God, and subconscious mind is open, and then they take all the information without any filter, and that's sometimes not that good. So hopefully you get something out of it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Your questions, your queries, as usual, are really welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really love to hear from you in the comment section below. Thank you so much. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye, guys.